Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for joining me on the Spiritual Events Directory. Great to have you here. My name is Linda. I'm also known as the Psychic Pinup. I'm based in Wollongong, New South Wales, so let me know where you are watching from. I will be here for the next hour answering as many questions as I can, not just readings, but feel free to hit me up with some spiritual questions about psychic development, mediumship development, anything. We'll see where this leads us. I have absolutely no control how I do my readings. I put everything out there to the universe and I trust in spirit. So let me see who is on here. So we have Judy, we have Kate. Hello, Kate. Amy. We've got Mary from the US of A. Thank you for joining me. Judy from Orange. Have I read you before, lovely? Because I have been out to Orange reading. Denise from New Zealand. I will be in New Zealand in April in Christchurch. If you are from the South Island doing their Mind, Body, Spirit Festival, let me know where you are watching from. I'm just operating off a phone as well, so just bear with me. If I keep looking down, I'm just keeping up with the comments. And I see there's a number of you jumping on as we speak. I am streaming from a couple of different platforms today. The Spiritual Events Directory, also from my own Facebook page, which is the Psychic Pinup. If you haven't liked that page, please pop on over, go and do that. You might even want to watch me from the Psychic Pinup. I will be broadcasting again this evening at 8 p.m. from that page. It has just gone 1 p.m. here where I am. So wherever you are in the world, what's that, 7 hours time, I will be back on my Psychic Pinup page. I'm also streaming live to YouTube. So if we have dropouts, which has happened in the last couple of weeks, you will be able to jump on over to YouTube. So I will be flitting between each different platform. But I do ask if you go over and jump over onto my main page, which is the Psychic Pinup. Who else have we got here? So, Judy, I have not read you before. Okay. I do go to Bathurst quite a bit as well. I do plan on getting back out there in the next couple of months. Okay, now let me just have a look, just waiting for some more people to jump on. I've just done a little bit of a tour the last couple of days. I've been in Canberra. I've been reading in Canberra. I shot across to Young and I was reading in Young on Sunday. I'm back home for a couple of days and then I'll be getting on a plane on Thursday and flying down to Melbourne for the Mind, Body, Spirit Festival in Melbourne. Anybody on here from Melbourne, let me know. I am happy to take pre-bookings now for Melbourne if you are thinking about going to that. I know from experience, sometimes there's up to a 3-hour wait if you're wanting to have a reading with me, but I'm happy to book you in beforehand. All right, who else have we got on here? Amy, okay, we've got that. We'll get back to you, lovely. You, Amy Santos from Canada. Beautiful. Thank you for watching me. What time is it over there? Just out of curiosity. Now, I do work better with direct questions. If you are asking me for a general reading more often than not, that's what you're going to get. And I can tell you from experience, it's what your team is wanting you to know, not necessarily what you're wanting to know. So that's why I say to people, give me direct questions. It just means I can get through them a lot quicker. I do ask that you like and share this live feed before asking me a question. So please like and share and pop liked and shared in the comments section along with your question or comment. And I also just remind you that I do not answer medical or legal questions on these live feeds. And I am quite mindful of the information that I give out on live feeds as we are in a public forum. Okay, but if you would like to book a private reading with me, obviously we would be going into a lot more detail, and you can book in for a private reading with me there. The details across the bottom of the screen, thepsychicpinup.setmore.com, or I believe there is a link somewhere there in on the Facebook page. So just click on that; it should take you straight through to my booking system. Okie dokie. Who else have we got? So it's just gone 8 p.m. Central Canada for you. Wow. Okay, 8 p.m. Monday night. Okay, it's Tuesday afternoon where I am. Okay, hello, Erin. Hello, Danielle Blackwell. Okay, so I'm just going between two pages here. So I do ask if you jump on over to the Psychic Pinup, because I'm sort of like going between a couple of pages at once. What's the situation on? It's all about love today. Is that going to be our theme today? We always have a theme. So Erin, you were in Young. Missed you in Young, sadly. Okay. So Erin, you missed me in Young. So did you come to the fair and you just missed out? Because I think I got booked out in the first half hour. So did you come and try and book in, or you missed out on the reading, or how did that all work? Did you come over, or did you get a reading with somebody else? So is my intuition on my situation on point? This is the thing. And okay, so you didn't make it to the expo. Okay, there's a reason for that, lovely. Let's talk about intuition. And I'm going to use this generally for everybody who's watching today. We're all born psychic. We are all born with this intuition. Sadly, a lot of it gets beaten out of us at a very young age from society, religion, parents, schooling. There's many factors how we lose that intuition, or we tend to not trust that gut instinct. Now, myself as a psychic, I've had to learn to bring that back in. And I've always got that gut feeling, and I'm very rarely wrong with gut feelings. And I'm not talking about when I do readings, I'm talking about for myself. And this is where I'm going with you, lovely. So you need to actually listen to that intuition a little bit more. I am going to say that you more than likely would be on point with your situation, but you're not wanting to trust your intuition. And I'm going to encourage you to listen to your intuition a lot more. And it's not just you, it's just with everybody else on here as well. There's so many times when we have had that gut feeling and we have gone the opposite to what our gut was telling us. And that is our ego kicking in. And that's when we start second guessing ourselves. And how many times I've been guilty of this too, where you say, I should have listened to my gut. I knew it. So I'm going to say, yes, you need to follow your vision with this. Okay. If you're looking for clarification as well, if you're not sure, and this is for everybody else as well, ask the universe to give you some signs and be specific about the signs. And I'll give you some examples, like, just say to them, if I am correct, show me, and pick an object that is not really common, and ask, and then give them a time frame and say, can you show me, okay, I'm going to throw it at there, a boomerang. Show me a boomerang between now and when I go to bed, if I'm correct. Now you need to think a little bit outside the box here with the boomerang. And it may not be a physical boomerang that we're holding in our hands. It may be somebody talking about, oh, it's a boomerang, or use the word boomerang. Or you may see reference to a boomerang on TV or on Facebook or Instagram. Okay, so that's why I say think outside the box a little bit when we ask for our signs. Okay, so I'm going to say, yes, I think you are on point. You're just not trusting your gut. Okay, and I'll leave that there. So those who've just joined me, welcome. I do ask that you like and share the live feed and let me know that you have done that by popping in liked and shared, and along with your question or your comment. I'm open to doing readings today, as well as psychic development discussions, questions as well. I am an open book when I do all of this. I like to educate, and everybody who's been in for readings with me, they can vouch for that and say, yes, she likes to educate. Who else have we got here? Okay, so Cheryl, thank you for joining me, honey. This is the thing. When people ask me, am I on the right path? I'm always going to say, yes, you are. Always. And the reason why I say that is that we have lessons that we wish to experience on this earthly plane when we are here. And even if it's not so nice, these things that are happening to us in life, understand that these things are happening to us for a reason and for lessons that we have wanted to learn and things that we've wanted to experience during this lifetime. Okay, and that's when I always say to people, if it's not such nice things that are happening to you, try to change your mindset and look at the positive sides of it and say, okay, what can I learn from this? What do I need to learn from this? What can I do and what do I need to do differently? And a lot of times that's why these obstacles and conflicts and all the other bits and bobs have been placed in our path. Okay, so try not to look at these as hindrances, but also as challenges and learning. I'll always say that you are on the right path. Now, if you find that you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again and keep getting met with a roadblock, it could very well be that the universe is gently trying to nudge you onto a different path. You may be okay, and you may need to go down a bit of a different path, but I will say yes. So you've been focusing a lot on mindset. Beautiful. Okay, and we know all about law of attraction. So, like attracts like. So if you are sitting in a space of negativity, that is what you're going to be attracting into your life. If you raise your vibration and sit in that positive, beautiful, positive space, that's when good things tend to happen. And that's when we tend to attract all these beautiful people into our life. Okay, so I say kudos to you, honey. Keep up the good work. Who else have we got? Okay, Chantel, we are always surrounded by loved ones, because your question is, does my daughter have anyone in spirit around her place? We always do. Okay, I'm tending to steer clear from mediumship readings when I do these live feeds, purely because when I do mediumship readings, I bring snippets of evidence through, and I need instant feedback as to a yes to a no, whether you understand that. And there is 30-second delays here, and I just try to keep the show rolling on. But I will say yes. Unless I've got spirit here, basically hitting me in the back of the head, trying to get my attention to get a message across, I tend to steer clear of mediumship readings. Okay. Okay, Cheryl, you are welcome, honey. Okay, again, those who've just joined, let's be specific with the questions. Don't ask me, what do I see? That's very general. Yeah, okay, Chantel, you understand that? Yes, okay. Just out of interest, how old's your little one? Because I just feel like there's no communication going on here. Okay, look, I just to put your mind at ease, honey. It's female. I feel like it's either grandmother, great grandmother, but it's from family. Okay, and there is nothing. There is nothing sinister there. There is nothing to be afraid of. I know that you feel that as well. And I think that's why you are asking me. Okay, who else have we got here? And namaste to you as well, Ramona. Thank you for joining me. Alrighty, Gillian. How do I know your name? Did I not read you last week, honey? How do I know your name? How do I know your name? It's come up before. I feel like that this career change has been a long time coming. And I just felt like there has been a couple of delays, or there's been obstacles that's been put in your path here, and that has prevented you from being where you are wanting to be. I'm being shown there's been a lot of work done around this, and seeds have been planted, and now I just feel like it's a bit of a waiting game. I also feel like with you, there's been a little bit of I want to say picking up of pieces. And it could very well be to do around relationship, family, and I feel like that has prevented you from being where you should be. But I see nothing but good things with you from now on. I am picking up number 5 with you, so I feel like that is quite significant for you, the number 5. So when I get numbers, they're like time frames, 5 days, 5 weeks. I don't feel like it's in 5 months, honey. So you're asking, do you see a start date? Okay, I just feel like number 5 is important for you. Okay, I'll leave that there for you, lovely. Okay, so Chantel, you're saying she's nearly 3 and she's talking to someone at night time. Okay, and yes, my daughter's a bit upset. Look, okay, this is when you can just go into that room and just say, no, sleep time, not allowed in the bedroom, please, thank you very much. It's nothing sinister. It's just the energy that I'm picking up in there, and you can control this, and you can go into that room and just say, look, it's not. Please leave. Okay, you're home. Be polite about it. Okay, Kimberly, you're asking me, am I on the right path? If you've just jumped on, I've just preached about being on right paths, and I'm always going to say yes. Yes, you are. So I would say once this live feed is finished, go back and watch that, because I spoke about people being on paths. Okay, Gillian, you're welcome. Okay, Kim, had to resign from work yesterday due to health. Poor darling. I'm sorry to hear that. Can you see me working in the future, please? I see some time off. Now, I'm going to say I feel like about 5 months. I keep picking up. 5 seems to be a popular number today for me. It's usually even numbers that I get, but today I'm getting the number 5. So look, 5 also represents in numerology changes as well. And I am picking up 5, possibly. I don't feel like it's 5 weeks. I think it could possibly be 5 months. 5 months. And I just feel like a lot of inner conflict with you around this. And it's okay. It's okay to take a rest, honey. Your health comes first. And I'm just looking at your picture there. Is that your family? We need to worry about your family. Okay, and this is what I always say to people. We cannot provide and look after people with an empty cup. And at the moment, I'm feeling like your cup is very empty. It's dry. And that cup needs to be filled up, lovely. Okay, what I am being shown here, this is not to do around pregnancy or anything, is it? Because why I am being drawn to a pregnancy. And if this is not you, there is somebody else around you that I feel there is a pregnancy announcement coming, if that's not the case. I know that's gone off on a little bit of a tangent, but I am true to what they are giving me, and I just pass on everything that I get shown here. But I see that there is even a birth of a new idea that's going to be coming out for you while you are at home, while you are, I will say, recuperating. Okay, honey. So just hold tight. I will say I'm getting the number 5. Okay, so you rest up, lovely. Who else do we have? Okay, Chantel. Have I read for you before, Chantel? Thank you heaps. I'm not afraid. I'm just afraid my daughter is sometimes. Look, I know that, and 3-year-olds, look, they're very open to be connecting to spirit. They're still very close to the veil, and they're like sponges, and they absorb all this energy. Okay, and as we get older, we seem to lose that sense, and that's what I'm going to go back to at the beginning of the show here, when I was talking about intuition and how it gets beaten out of us at a young age. And this is all pretty much on par with what I'm talking about. Okay, you're back. That's why I've left work. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to say negative for you. Okay, you're welcome, darling. Okay, you are saying, no, this is the first time. Thank you heaps. Yep, you're welcome, lovely. Again, you have control there. All you need to do is just go in there and just say, please leave my daughter alone while she's sleeping. Okay, so those who've just joined, welcome. My name is Linda. I'm also known as the Psychic Pinup, and I am streaming across a couple of different platforms this afternoon, the Spiritual Events Directory, as well as my own page, which is the Psychic Pinup. So if you have not already gone and liked that page, I would encourage you to do so. I stream live to Facebook 2 days, I can't even talk. Somebody's coming through. Hang on, sorry. Twice on Tuesday, so 1 p.m. Sydney time, and then again at 8 p.m. Sydney time. So we're nearly coming up to 1:30 now. So say in about 6.5 hours time, I'll be going live again on the Psychic Pinup page. Okay, Mary Greenlaw, thank you for joining me. When do you see love coming into my life? Please and thank you. This is going to be a bit of a theme, I think, today. Lovely, lovely, lovely. They are showing me work that you have done on yourself. I think you've had a few light bulb moments over the last 6 months, and I think you are seeing your self-worth. They're showing me your self-worth. They keep dropping that word, self-worth. And I see you being a lot calmer than what you used to be. Okay. And a lot of the times when people ask me when do I see love coming, it's all dependent on the work that you do on yourself. And I feel like now this time you are ready, you do know what you want, and you won't settle for second best. And that is why you may find it's taking a little bit longer than what you expect, purely because you have more self-worth. Okay, and I do say that with respect. So they are showing me that the tables are now turning for you. They're showing me tables are turning, tables are turning. Who's the person who you are still in contact with from your past, lovely? Because I have to explore this. I feel like there is somebody that is returning from your past. Okay, just be a little bit wary because I just see that there's work being done there as well. Somebody from your past, who are you interested in? Okay, I do see a choice of 2 people, lovely. Okay, I've got March sticking out in my head for some reason as well. Okay, but I don't like because of the work that we do on ourselves and timelines. Okay, so you're saying you've been working on inner child issues. Beautiful, darling. So I'm going to say March. I feel like there's still more work that needs to be done there. And you recently broke up in September. Okay. Just be aware. I feel like there's a return. They're telling me there's a return. All right. And who is the lady around you who passed with I've got issues with my head. So I'm having trouble getting words out, and it could be to do around either a stroke or brain cancer or something like it. Could even be a dementia related incident here that I'm picking up. So I am picking up a female around you who passed of that as well. So I need to bring that up because I'm having trouble seeing at the moment, and I have to acknowledge that so that it's taken away from me. All right, so just be aware there's more work for you to do, and be aware of this person that will be returning, because I just feel like you now know what your self-worth is. Okay, yep, okay, your aunt died of dementia. Yeah, the female that I'm picking up with that dementia. Okay, they come through for a reason, lovely. Okay, what you are experiencing in your life right now, she's come through for a reason. And it's to give messages to you, and it's the encouragement. Now, am I correct that she used to be the lady, the one with the words of wisdom? I keep hearing words of wisdom that I need to be talking about. Okay, but anyway, she does come through with love, and she says, you keep doing that work. Okay. No going back to that relationship. Good. She's come through to make sure that doesn't happen. And the thing is here, just understand, I feel like there will be a return or something of that nature of them. Doesn't mean you need to do this. We have free will. I'm just giving you the heads up. Okay, and I'll leave that there, lovely. Rightio. Who else have we got here? Sorry, I just need to get a drink. Okay. You're welcome. Hey, Marlene, you're asking, will things get better after I move? Yes and no. They just showed me a Band-Aid. So just make sure that the reason why you're moving is not to escape a situation or something, because I'm just being shown a Band-Aid. And I feel like if we're not careful, it could just be a temporary solution here. Okay. What's happening in April? I've got a birthday or something. They're saying there's a celebration around April around you. All right. I'm just being shown, yes, that door has closed where you are at, and I'm being shown a move. But the thing is, I feel like you have not decided on where you are going, or they're showing me that there's still more planning. I feel like there's nothing that has been set in stone yet. Is that correct? I'm getting the number 3 with you. So the move's either in 3 weeks or 3 months. Okay. I need to acknowledge that. Okay. Mum's birthday is in April, is that right? And Mum's still with us, is that correct? Or has Mum passed? I'm just, hang on, I've lost you. Okay. So they're actually referencing this birthday. So mum is still with us, is that right? What's the yes for? Because everything's a delay. I read and then I get these little snippets of answers back, and I don't know what it's in relation to. So you're moving in 3 months. That's what they're showing me. There's a 3 month, but they're still planning. That's to go on here as well. Now, Mum's birthday, I feel like that is a significant time in your life next year for you in terms of you. They're saying finally settling down or having your stuff together, or if that makes sense. Okay, so I'll leave that there for you. I hope that helps you, and thank you for joining me. Who else have we got here? There's a number of you watching, so okay. Yep, she's still here. That's what I'm saying. There's something around her birthday that's going to, in terms of you moving forward. So those who've just jumped on, please like and share. Let's get the word out there. I'll ask you that you have done that in the comments section along with your questions or comments. I am open to people asking me questions about spiritual things like psychic development, mediumship development, how it works. I like to keep these live feeds as educational as well as just doing, I don't like to do just readings. Okay, Marlene, you are welcome. Hello, Danny Lee. Thank you for joining me. Okay, where are we? So the house settles in February. Looking to move to Aussie with my parents. Okay, I don't quite understand what that is, what I've just said. So I'm just getting feedback. Okay. Thank you, Karen, for liking and sharing. I always say to people, sharing's caring. Watching from Hobart. I have never been down to Tasmania. Never been. But the thing is, as I'm feeling into you, Danny, even though you haven't asked me for a reading, you're quite spiritual, aren't you, darling? My ears are just blocked. So you're quite clairaudient. Correct me if I'm wrong, and you're going to say you got no idea what I'm talking about, and I'm going to explain it to you. So those who are just watching, clairaudient is all about clear hearing. And I'm not saying that it's clear physical hearing. I think that you get a lot of thoughts in your mind and you identify quite a lot with songs. Correct me if I'm wrong. And this is where I need to ask you, what song did you wake up to this morning in your mind? Not on the radio, what in your mind? Because I woke up with a particular song and it plays over and over, and it's going to be going over and over and over and over in my mind all day, and until sometimes I have to go and Google the lyrics and read the lyrics, because there is messages there for me. And I feel like I need to tell the same thing to you. You've got a message from the song that's playing in your head, lovely. So I hope that makes sense, but I had to pass that on to you, even though you didn't ask me a question. All these people about love life. Love life. Love life. I might turn the tables. What do you see for my love life? Pop your questions up there. It's always us doing the readings for everybody. What do you all see for my love life? Okay, Danny Lee. I sure do. I woke up to the song in my mind, everything's going to be all right. Okay, I can't make this stuff up when they give it to me. I needed to tell you that. So take note of it. Write it down. Kate, I'm not waiting until she's in high school, I'm sorry. Jesus, that's about another, that's a long way. No, forget that. Yep, you're welcome, lovely. Yeah, no, not when she's in high school. Give me a little bit more hope than that. Okay, Joel, is that fantastic that I'm going to have a fantastic love life, or that's fantastic in the future? Thanks. Do you want a job? Yes, we will have to remember this. So it's actually out there on the wide world web now. Everybody's out there. I've put it out there. Now, who else have we got here? Okay. So what are you saying? No love life. Awesome. You know what? I spend my entire time worrying about everybody else. And look at me. I don't have time. I don't have time for it. Okay. All right. I'm waiting for the right one after a few duds. So true. Eliza, what do you see for my love life, please? Okay. Have I read for you, lovely? Okay. You've become quite intuitive, haven't you? You've taken a real interest in this. But the thing is, you've got to stop pulling cards. Are you pulling cards and playing with pendulums? Because they're saying you've got to stop doing that. I'm being shown here, you're single. You're single. Or if not single, you're very independent. And whoever crosses has to match you at an intellectual level, if that makes sense. I'm being shown here. Oh, interesting. Intuition. Okay. Are you seeing somebody now? Because I feel like there's secrets there, lovely. I have to say that. They're just showing me disappointments that have happened around you. And I am picking up past her, and it's stopped you from moving forward here. I'm being shown here at the moment, I'm just seeing a lot of work going on around you, because I'm seeing a lot of things to do with material things, education, work, that I feel like this is all these things that need to fall into place before love life. I'm also being shown here, okay, 10. I get the number 10 for you. number 5 and number 10. So there's two things here. So I feel like 5 weeks, 5 months, there could be a little bit of a change there. I'm not seeing it there. I'm going more like 10 weeks to 10 months with in terms of changing around love life. I have to run with that. Okay, but I just feel like there's a lot of other things going on at the moment with you. Okay, and there's no rush. They're just saying, they're actually showing me hair and a tortoise. Is it a tortoise or turtle? It's tortoise, isn't it? The hare and the tortoise, hare and the tortoise, hare and the tortoise. And you want to be the hare and you need to be the tortoise. Okay, and that's what they say, good things come to those who wait. Okay. Okay, yes, you've read me before. I'm being intuitive, but I don't play with anything, pendulums or anything. All right, who on here is doing that? Because you're doing it too much. There's somebody on here that keeps pulling cards or playing with pendulums. Okay, I'll leave that one there. Julie, you forgot to log on. Hello, Julie. Now, those who are on my psychic pinup page, Julie is my moderator on Thursday nights when I go live. Now, I'm sitting here in my shop at Port Kembla, and I broadcast on Tuesday nights from my home. Julie owns the cafe 2 doors up, so she's a couple of doors up in the cafe, watching me at the moment. So, can I have a coffee, Julie? Cappuccino, thanks. Karen, is that you playing with the cards and the pendulum? Okay. Also, Karen, I have to bring up here, you got issues around this area, neck, shoulder area. I need to bring this up for a reason. That's you, or they're saying that's a partner that's got that issue. All right, needs to be looked at. Okay, Kerry. So yes, you got that problem there. This is why I hate doing lives. Everything's such a delay. Partner. Yep. Thank you. Partner. Needs to be addressed, lovely. Now, what's going on with my phone? Have I frozen? Can you all still see me? I feel like I've frozen. I feel like I have frozen. No. Oh, good. Okay, thank you. Yeah, thanks, Amy. You can still see me. It's really internet lately. It's a bit of a hit and miss, isn't it? It's have good days and bad days. Okay, with the shoulder and that, I don't answer medical and legal questions online, lovely. I always say to people, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a lawyer, go and speak to them, but they're just highlighting that's what's going on in your life at the moment. Okay, thanks, Chantel. Thanks, Kate. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, you're welcome, Karen. I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, so Ramona, hello. What are you saying, Linda? Love your messages. Seems to resonate. But do you see me? You're a bit impatient, but do you see me hanging on to our house once we get back into it? Live in a caravan and I worry about my future. And it's always a hard thing, isn't it, lovely? Okay, what's the sneaky things that's been going on around you? To get back into it. We live in a caravan. We've lived in a caravan for 8 years, and I worry about my future. Yeah, no, honey, I just see like you've been hitting brick walls, and I just feel like every time you feel like you're catching a breath, something else happens as well. And sometimes, if you go back and watch the beginning, us from all the time, maybe we need to be taking a different path. It's the universe gently pushing us onto another path. I do not know what that is. They are not showing it to me, but they are showing me here that there is, right, 1, 2, 3, they're showing me there, and then they're showing me 2 properties. But you're hanging on to our house once we get back to it. Okay. I'm picking up a 3 and I'm picking up a 2 around you. So you're saying you've been living in a caravan for what, 8 years? But I'm picking up a 3 and picking up a 2. So I don't know whether the last 3 years has been bad or I've still got another 2 that's coming around you. So I don't feel like it's 2 years though. It could be 2 months, February next year. I feel like there's movement around there. I have to bring that up with you, but I feel like a lot of this will be unexpected, that when you're not expecting, if that makes sense. I am being shown there is celebrations coming up around you in relation to that. But I also have to explore the fact that are you in the same area? Because I feel like there's a move out of the area if that's not the case. I feel like there's a distance, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up for you today. But I'll leave that there. I hope that helps you. Okay, 3 months until the end of the lease. Thank you. Now I understand what the 3 is there. And then I need to say, okay, well, February. So what do we got? I can't make this up. December, January, February. And I still feel like I've got the number 2. There's options there, and I feel like I have to explore the fact of moving. I feel like there's a distance. I get this overland distance thing happening for you as well. Okay, so you are welcome. Thank you. Julie, did you pop a cappuccino at the front door? You're funny. Thank you. Okay. You're welcome, Kate. Thank you for stopping by. How are we going for time? So we've got about 15 minutes left. Okay. So I ask if you like and share the live feed for me. Let me know that you have done that. And pop your questions in. Okay, food for thought. Yeah. 2 in the distance. Yeah. That's why I said if you keep coming up against brick walls, honey, sometimes there's a reason for that, and it's the universe just trying to put you on different direction. And us as human beings, we don't like change, and sometimes we can be our own worst enemy and stubborn. And I have had to learn many, many lessons, and I'm still learning, and you continue learning until the day you pass over. That I've learnt to release and just trust what the universe is giving me. Okay, and somehow things just all seem to fall into place. Okay, welcome, Kylie. You must have just jumped on. Our theme today seems to be all about love, and I'm saying to people, give a prediction for me about my love life. Give me a reading on my love life. We should do that exchange of energy there. I should do a reading for you guys. You should do one for me. Would love to find love. Anyone coming around my way, liked and shared. Honey, you are very much in your power. And I am aware of you do have personal things going on, not related to love at the moment. I am aware of that. But I'm being shown that you are very much in your power, and I don't think you give yourself enough credit. Okay, and I want you to take a step back, and I want you to actually honor that. And I want you to see what your self-worth is, honey. Because I feel like once you realize what your self-worth is, you won't settle for anything. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I'm being shown that tables are starting to turn for you. And I feel like there has been quite a few light bulb moments for you over the last couple of months as well. And I am being shown now is the time that you are picking up the pieces. It's like you've just fought this battle, and now you are left there to pick up pieces. But with that, it's the moving on. Okay, so when you're asking me about love, I feel like we are at that stage at the end of a battle, ready to move on to the next stage. Okay, so honey, I want you to take a step back and I want you to look at your self-worth. And once you do that space, I can see you as a person. Okay, so I'll leave that there for you, honey. Okay, so, okay, thank you very much, lovely. So, Jessica, thank you for liking and sharing, honey. Those have just jumped on and they're not familiar with me or what I do. My name is Linda. I'm also known as the Psychic Pinup. I'm based in Wollongong, New South Wales. And if you are from overseas, that's about 1 hour south of Sydney. I do private readings in my shop here at Port Kembla, and I also do Zoom readings if you can't get to me. I do travel quite regularly around the place. I've just come back from Canberra and a little tiny country town called Young over the weekend, and I'm about to fly down to Melbourne on Thursday to attend the Mind Body Spirit Festival down there. So if anybody would like to book a reading with me while I am at the Mind Body Spirit Festival, you can inbox me through the Psychic Pinup page. I'm happy to give you time slots, what availabilities I do have. If not, if you'd like to book a Zoom reading with me or a private reading at Port Kembla, you can do that by clicking on the psychicpinup.setmore.com link there on the bottom of the screen or on the Facebook page, and that should take you straight through to my booking system. Okay, or just inbox me, either or. Okay, but don't inbox the spiritual events directory if you're asking me a question, because I won't see it. You need to go to the Psychic Pinup, and that's why I say to people, make sure you join the Psychic Pinup page as well. I'm broadcasting again this evening at 8 p.m, which will be in approximately 6 hours' time on the Psychic Pinup page if you're not on there. And I'm going to continue with my questions. Okay, I am asking for specific questions. If you're asking me generals, what do I see in that? I tend to steer clear of them because I can tell you what I tell you is half the time is not what you're not wanting to hear. Okay. Chantel, you're welcome, lovely. Okay. Just understand, when I do a lot of my readings on these live feeds, we are in a public forum. So I am quite mindful of the information that I give out as well. Danny Lee, I am in New South Wales. Where are you from? Okay. Alison, you're saying, what's his liked and share? My end of lease is 12th of Jan. Does Spirit have another place of my own? So whether to renew. I think this has been answered before, hasn't it, lovely? I'm pretty certain I've heard a reading about this, or is it somebody very similar? Okay. I'm actually being shown a renewing of lease. And now let me just read. It's like an essay. I have to capture it. Lease is 12th of January. Does Spirit have another place of my own so I know whether to renew? Details. Okay. All right. This is where I'm actually going to take my psychic hat off here and talk about the housing. I'm assuming that you are in Australia and the housing crisis that we have. And is there a reason why you need to move? Because I know there's so many people that are having problems getting places, and that's why I always say to people, if you can hang on to a place, hang on to a place, purely because we are in a crisis. Okay. Yeah, you've not had it answered before? I swear I've seen it's deja vu, or I've seen this written somewhere else before, lovely. Okay. Either way, I do feel like you will be. Okay, what are you telling me? Right. For some reason, I see some sort of delay, and you. I'm not seeing the signing of a lease, but I see you still staying there, if that makes sense. Okay, and I also see you looking for somewhere else, and but I'm not seeing the signing of a lease. I just see you still staying there. Okay. Now, what are you saying? Penrith maintenance. Okay. See, again, I read and I channel, so it comes through me, and then I can't remember what I've said, and then I get little one-worded answers back, and I don't understand what that's all about. Okay. But I'm just being shown you staying there. Okay. So if you can quickly get back to me, because I know that there is lags here, and I have to keep the energy flowing through while I've got the chat. But yeah, there's delays. Okay, no, I've not had this answered. Come to light, Penrith maintenance. Okay, either way, I'm gonna have to move on, but I'm just being shown that you'll be staying there at the moment. Okay, so I'll leave that there, honey. All right. Amy Cooper. Liked and shared. Are things going to improve in my life soon? Okay, honey. Long story short, yes. I mean, things always come to an end. No matter how bad things are, those bad situations always come to an end, and we always start new beginnings. Now, honey, are you single by any chance? Do we have a breakup? Because I feel like I need to be talking about that, being an independent person and working towards a goal. Um, Now, they're also showing me things to do around finances as well. If it's to do around finance, I do see the tightening of a belt, and I do see money being put away. Okay, so no, you're married. Thank you. So it's to do around finances. Is that correct then? And then the home, because this is what I'm being shown. You've been quite an independent person, and I do see money coming in. And if that's your issue at the moment, money not coming in, I am being shown that yes, it is going to be coming in for you. For some reason, I'm seeing a home as well. And usually, when I see a home, it signifies to me stability, or even the acquisition of a home that's coming up as well. And that to me also indicates an improvement around finances as well. So I'm going to say, yes, it is going to come to an end. I feel like it's going to come to an end a lot quicker than what you expect as well. You guys aren't thinking about moving, are you? I need to explore that as well. Either way, when people ask me for time frames, I try to give somewhere on the timeline, but understand when we talk about timelines, they do change. We have free will, and our timelines change purely by us making different decisions. And I'm being shown here the number 8 here. So 8 weeks, 8 months, the month of August. Okay, so I'll leave that there for you, lovely. All right, I hope that helps you. Okie dokie. Where are we? Where are we? Okay. So no, not thinking about moving, but I feel drawn to another place. So, do you mean place by location, town, or another dwelling? I feel something over like a distance. That's what I have to say. I'm feeling distance here, and I feel that needs to be explored. Okay, town. Thank you. And it's a distance from where you are at, correct? I feel like that needs to be explored. Okay. Either way, I am being shown changes there. I will say, I said 8, which could be 8 months, 8 weeks, August. But I'll also throw it in the mix there, fire signs. So fire signs are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But then Leo is the 8th month as well. So I'm feeling around about then. Yep, around 2 hours away. I can't make this stuff up. You need to explore that, honey. All right. If you don't know why, understand. A lot of the times when we do things, we don't understand why, and it's spirit putting these ideas into our mind, and we need to honor this, and we need to be more aware of the communication that does go on between us and spirit world. Those random thoughts we have, spirit. Okay, honor that. And I always encourage people to get a book and get a notepad and start writing things down. Okay, so I'll leave that there for you, and I hope that helps you. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up because I am coming up to 2 o'clock. I have got some readings on this afternoon. I'm back to back with readings this afternoon. I will be back online again this evening on the Psychic Pinup page at 8 p.m. So it's gone 2 p.m. here now, Sydney time. So that's in 6 hours. I will be back on my Psychic Pinup page. So I will see you all then. Thank you very much for joining me today. I will be back here again on the Spiritual Events page, same time again next week. Okay, so thank you very much, everybody, and stay safe for the rest of the week.